Blowing in the wind, that's where one of the answers could be to the world's climate crisis. Each of these giant wind turbines along the coast of Tasmania can produce enough electricity for thousands of homes. It's clean, green and reduces harmful gas emissions.
The optimum conditions for these turbines is about 15 metres of wind, but they will operate anywhere between 4 and 25 metres. When they're operating at 15 metres of wind, they will get to enough power to generate for about 1,300 houses.
Each metre of wind is measured at 4 kilometres per hour, so 15 metres of wind represents 60 kilometres per hour. For power you need two things, $3 million to buy a turbine and, of course, wind. Tasmania is fortunate the roaring 40s airstream blows from here all the way to South America. Each turbine generates up to 3 megawatts of electricity, and these wind farms are so successful that Tasmania is actually now sending power to the Australian mainland. And in total, these schemes are producing power for about 70,000 homes, and at the same time, it's said they're reducing greenhouse gases by 300,000 tonnes each year. Add to this an abundance of hydroelectric power and as yet massive untapped geothermal potential, and Tasmania is said to be sitting on a veritable green energy goldmine.
Tasmania will not be able to use the energy that's possible to generate from a renewable point of view, and we will need to be able to actually export it to the rest of Australia.
Tasmania has 29 hydroelectric dams, easily enough for its own needs, and the surplus goes via cable across the Bass Strait to the mainland. But even with such abundance of natural resources, Tasmania has suffered due to climate change. Drought conditions over the last few years has meant the island has been forced to take fossil-produced power from the mainland. Most of Australia's power comes from coal-fired stations. Fossil fuel is the bedrock of the country's industry, and one which will be hard to give up.
Wind chimes are wonderful, but they don't drive an economy. You need cheap baseload power. And one of the other conjectures we have in our nation is we say, well, if you're going to move away from coal, and I don't know why you would, because it's one of your greatest resources, but if you do, then you want zero carbon emissions, then you must move towards nuclear power.
That's not something Australia is contemplating, so for now, Tasmania is showing the way ahead. And with plans for more wind farms and geothermal power, more and more energy will come from this island. They reckon it will take another 2 to 3 years before Tasmania becomes 100% renewable. Not everywhere is as fortunate with the wind, the water, nor the finance to make green power. But Tasmania is showing what can be done if you have. Tony Bertley, Al Jazeera, Hobart.